Hello everybody. Welcome to Rick's Tech Pub. I don't know what happened there, but hello, welcome. Oh, it's just another day. It is 15th of October. I think that's a Wednesday, right? Yep, Wednesday. Um, I gotta keep this live stream about a half hour because I got places that I really wasn't gonna go till tomorrow, but the more I thought about it, I said, it'd be better if I get it done today. So at around 2:29, 2:30, I'm gonna call it quits because there's other things I need to do, and it's chilly and windy outside, and I really don't want to be outside today. So, I've got checks I gotta put in the checking account. I've got other stuff I gotta do. I got people I gotta talk to. Get some other things arranged, and hopefully come back here before 3:30. It won't take me long. I just gotta go to the bank and then the credit union, and then go down to Laurel Street. See if that guy's there and talk to him. And other than that, it's been kind of a quiet day for me. How's it going for you guys? Hello, Charlie. Hello, Ken. Hello, William. Darren, John Williams. Yeah, Ken, you are first again. Oh, well. I'll catch you later, John. Yeah. Well, have fun at your appointment or whatever you're doing, John. Stay out of trouble. It's just one of those days, guys. Not a lot going on. I got things done this morning. And you would think, or at least I'm thinking today, you would think some people would change for the better, but nope, some people don't. That's what I was thinking this morning when I left that one office. Like, geez, some people I wish they would change, but some people never will, especially that guy. Still trying to work with these lights a little bit. This one on the left side keeps coming loose. I keep having to tighten it, but what you think is tightening is actually loosening, and when you're loosening, you're actually tight. I don't know. They're backwards to me. It shouldn't be the way they are, but if they work for now. So how you doing, William? You doing all right? Hey, Jeff. So I don't know. This thing about Windows 25 H2 and all the subtle changes they're gonna make. What gets me is why I know I don't have it yet. I have the update for it. It's waiting. I think I had the preview at first. I didn't take that one, so that one disappeared or it did something. Now the second update I've got today, which actually showed up yesterday, I think. I think this one is going to be 25H2. The one I had before a couple days ago, that was a preview to something. It was a preview to this whole mess, and then I think this one's got the 25 inch too. So yeah, it's just sitting there. I don't know. One of these days I'll install it. Can't be too much. Can't really be all that bad. No, I was reading or watching people on YouTube about, everybody's still panicking over the ending of Windows 10. Now, Brightech's in the mix of it all, saying he had a title yesterday, or was it today? He said, "Should you stay on Windows 10?" Like, no, you shouldn't. And yet he's the one that has got the. Or was it him or was it someone else that had that? Saying something about that bad bypass NRL thing will still work. And so will the other one. Because he was also on the bandwagon that people were not understanding what they're doing with the NRO that go around for the Microsoft account. I don't know. Didn't really make any sense. I was watching some other people about. I don't know. It just sounds like to me people are starting to bicker about things that I really don't think they should be. Said, yeah, sure, Windows 10 is ending, but to be honest with you, Windows 11 is not that hard to get used to. I'm just being a little careful, waiting a couple of extra days on these updates, but probably tomorrow I'll take it. I don't think anything will go wrong. I haven't heard anything yet. Oh, yes, there is, and I gotta go find it, because now I'm curious. That one guy on YouTube, I remember him saying something. I can't remember what it was. I mean, you can remove the sponsored ads in Google now. They're letting you do that. I don't want that. I want that. Sure, no, I'm not going to find it. You want it when you're out looking for something and you just saw it 10 minutes before you're going to do something, and now you go looking for it and it's not there. Excuse me, dust. Yeah, there's Brightech, the end of Windows 10. We made that video about an hour ago. Something I've got to watch yet, but I can pretty much conclude without watching it what he's going to be bellyaching about. Microsoft, something big is coming Thursday. That's from Brentech. I haven't watched that. There's a few I haven't watched on here that just came up with it the last couple of hours. There's one that I was trying to find. No, I can't find it. Microsoft extends Defender protection on Windows 10 until 2028. Why? I suppose they did that with that other operating system, but Google Chrome, you need to check your Google Chromes. Those need to be updated. They had one fix that came out, one high severity flaw. So if you guys haven't checked your Google Chrome lately for updates, they may have snuck one in there, because this one here was announced yesterday. So if you haven't checked since yesterday, you might want to check all your browsers, because it seems like the same bug that is plaguing Edge, and now it looks like it hit Google Chrome. Um, whatever it is they're dealing with, it seems like it's going through all the browsers. So might want to check for updates on your browsers, because there is something nasty out there floating around. Because whatever it was hit Chrome, and they had one severity flaw, and I'm sure that's what everybody's talking about. And I'm getting different stories about that ESU extended support something for Windows 10. I keep seeing from different people that say it is working, it's not working, it is working, and now there's another one that is saying Microsoft Store now lets you enroll in the Windows 10 ESU. I thought they were doing that. No, that doesn't make any sense. I thought they were already doing that. But I also know they were having some kind of problems with it. So now maybe they've got it working, so it'll let you enroll in it. I know a few people were saying that it wasn't working. So now maybe it is. Firefox 144 is now released. This is a couple days ago, 22 hours ago. Firefox has got a new release with new features and many security fixes. And that's because, like I said, whatever went through Google Chrome is why Firefox has now got a security fix. I know that, like I said earlier, I know that there's one here about seeing they did something with Defender. So I don't know. It all seems to be around the same time frame with these two things happening. With I don't know, maybe not. Maybe the Defender doesn't have anything, but it just seems the timing of it seems kind of odd. Yeah, see, this is before 22 hours. They say the new security updates have arrived. Well, when the new security updates arrived, then they ended up throwing out security fixes. Never fails. Every time they've been doing that lately, there's something that's not been going right. It was over 22 hours ago said that the security fixes are going to be coming out soon. And then the next day, now they got many security fixes going out to several browsers. That's why I said to just check your browsers, make sure they're all up to date, because there's some fixes that are coming out after they did the come on, shut off. Thank you. After they did that update, now they're having to fix what they updated. Again. Doesn't surprise me very much, but they sent out an update for security patches and something went belly up, and now they're having to fix what they broke. Never ending story. Never ending story. They patch something, and then the next day they say, well, sorry, we got to patch what we broke. Give us a day. Oh, that was a couple days ago. Hello, BH. Yeah, I know. That's just the way they worded it. Made it sound like they won't, but I know they're going to continue to have updates. Oh. Yeah. Like I said, they always got to fix what gets broken, the updates. You're about 10 minutes behind. I thought you were keeping up, Ken. Just the sponsored ones. Google's now letting you remove the sponsored ads. So if you have sponsored ads, Google's now letting you remove those. I didn't watch the video on how to do it because I have no interest in doing it. It was just something that somebody might be interested in that If they want to find a way of removing the sponsored ads, there is a way to do that. Finally. I looked into it a while ago, but after about an hour or so, I just kind of think, yeah, this ain't worth it. Sponsored ads, so what? It's a sponsored ad. But you who accidentally backed into the saw. He got a little behind in his work. Yeah, I don't know where that sneeze came from. It just suddenly showed up. Doing fine 1 second. The next second is I'm on a sneeze alert, and that's why I missed the first one. I caught the second one. I muted my mic. I know they always come in twos or threes. So I knew there was one. I knew there was one right behind it, and I caught the second one. Muted my mic before I sneezed again. They've been catching me off guard lately. Just have no idea they're gonna show up. All of a sudden, I just sneeze. Like, what the hell? Where'd that come from? Out from nowhere. So yeah, I got a few more calls about Windows 10, going from Windows 10 to Windows 11. One guy absolutely simply refused, and the other gal, I didn't have to twist her arm much. She's kind of up against the position that she kind of waited too long, like everybody's starting to do. Now they're starting to realize that Microsoft wasn't kidding. They're going to be doing things with Windows 10, so you've got to do something. Now people are starting to suddenly take it seriously. Now I'm starting to get phone calls because people are starting to get into a panic. I thought they weren't going to do that till sometime next year, this Windows 10 to Windows 11 thing. I thought that was next year. Nope. Then just here shortly. I said, well, yeah, I know. Now what am I going to do? It's like, switch over to Windows 11. So I waited for a while. He didn't say anything, and I said, I suppose you have no way of doing that, do you? He said, no, that's why I'm calling you. I said, okay. Why are you calling me now? Why didn't you call me a month or two ago, get this all set up so that I could have everything prearranged instead of you just suddenly calling me? Microsoft wasn't kidding when they said that. Well, I thought they were going to delay it. Well, they can delay it. I mean, if you want to get a Microsoft account and pay the money for it and do whatever, but I don't think you'd really want to do that because next year it's going to be twice as expensive. And that's when he said, nah, just get over here. We got 2 computers here that need to be updated. Like, okay. So I put them on for next Wednesday. That's a sitting behind the desk job. I don't have to do much. Just sitting there with a keyboard and mouse. Update from Windows 10 to Windows 11. Hope I don't have to back too much stuff up. And I told him just to, he's going to want his done, and he's his boss, a server, and he keeps things on his hard drive. But he's the boss guy. I'm not going to really argue with him too much. Not to mention, he's the size of Ken. The guy just towers over me. He's like almost 7 foot tall. It's like, no, I'm not going to argue with you. You can do whatever you want. This guy just towers over me. He just, no. I am not going to tell that giant no. Even though I've kindly suggested things to him, I'm not going to get snotty with me because he'll just pound me into the ground. And I'll no longer exist. So with him, he doesn't get away with everything, so I do tell him not to, but if I were to do things or say things in a certain way, yeah, that wouldn't end well. Most of them I get along with, but No, hey, Ski Man. Yeah, I don't pay attention to when I sneeze, Ski Man. It happens too quickly. But no, I don't know. Can you sneeze with your eyes open? I don't know. It happens too quickly. If I blink, well, then I blink. It happens too quickly for me to notice. I'm just too paying too much of close attention to me sneezing and for me not to sneeze myself out of my chair. So how's your weather, BH Ringer? Is it kind of cold and cloudy like it is with us? Actually, I need to figure out what our temperature is. I haven't looked at that yet, and I need to go out. I didn't check it this morning, and I'm 51. Well, I know it's a little breezy out there, so. 75 and sunny today. Well, it's not too bad. I kind of wish we had the 70s, but we don't. We got fall weather here. And it feels like it outside. You just go outside and you feel that cold air hit you. It's like, oh, brr. I don't want to be out here today. But I have been outside for the last couple of days. That's why I've got checks to put in the bank. Or credit union, I should say. B. Trainer's got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, waiting for. Dang. Hope those tests all turn out good. Sounds like you're waiting for a bunch of them to come back. 4 diagnostic tests. Yeah, it's getting cold here at night. I know pretty soon they're going to be talking about that snow and sleet. And you just keep your fingers crossed that it stays above 32 degrees at night when it's raining at night. Because if it falls below 32, I've seen Laurel Street and Washington Street Bridge be a nightmare because during the day it was snowing or raining or whatever, and it fell below 32 degrees. And during the day, that bridge turned to ice, and people didn't realize that it froze that quickly. And I'm just seeing cars doing this, going down the bridge. They're just doing circles down the bridge. I've seen many accidents on that bridge. But I think people nowadays are a little bit more careful. I saw one guy last year spin out. It had been sleeting for about an hour or so. He was doing fine, then all of a sudden I saw his car start doing this, and they just started doing this, and he was just doing this for the rest of the way across the bridge. Didn't hit anybody, but he just kind of bounced his nose off the bridge. Yeah, I had a CT scan not too long ago. Oh yeah, bridges freeze. Yeah, they freeze quickly. Because air goes underneath him and it comes up through, and when it does that, it gets air circulation all the way around the bridge, underneath and on top, and that's why it freezes so doggone quickly. Because that air coming from underneath, it gets to the top layer and it just freezes it cold. And I've I've been walking across that bridge in the winter when we can't do any biking or anything, and I've walked across that bridge with a friend or someone, and I've slipped and fell on that bridge. Just walking, and all of a sudden, boom, down I go. Like, damn. One misstep, and I slipped and fell. Like I say, I got up faster than I fell down because there was traffic on the bridge and people watching me fall. I got up just as quickly as I got down. In fact, I got up quicker than I fell. As I fell down, I was right back up onto my feet. Like, the guy looked at me and said, "Damn, that was quick." It's like, yeah, it's embarrassing. People are looking at me going past the bridge and probably laughing at me because I fell. Yeah, that's why I got up just as fast as I fell, if not faster, because that's embarrassing. And I got a friend that's trying to talk me into buying some of those tires this winter for my bike. That's got those little metal stubs in them. It's really trying to. He said, especially if I'm going to be pulling that trailer this winter on nice days. He said, you're not going to get up that hill pulling a 40-pound plus trailer behind you and trying to get up a hill that's icy. And you'd be better off getting those studded tires. Yeah. I don't know. I'll try them. See what they're like. Oh, electric baseboard. I bet you that's expensive. I know people that are renting here around here for electric baseboards, and that's expensive. They're paying, well, a lot of them during the winter, and this time of year, they're paying up to, if not 300, over 300. I know Brett just looked at his electric bill the other day, and he's already up to $236 because they never have a cheap electric bill because they either have to run the AC in the summertime or turn the heat on in the winter. And if they're downstairs, they gotta have those space heaters on because it gets kind of chilly downstairs. Yeah, I don't know what it's paying. I don't know what it's adding to theirs, but I know their Jackie was already bitching about the summer bill, so it was kind of expensive this year. She was saying, "Well, I hate to see what our electric bill in the winter is going to be." I think, well, yeah, gotta pay the price for staying cool. Gotta have the luxury of having heat in the winter, but you gotta pay for it. It's not expensive. It's not cheap. And I know a lot of people that have electric heat, and they wish they didn't because it's so darn expensive. You know, last month, or I think it was last month, or no, it wasn't this month. I was thinking it was last month that they were trying to figure out a way of not getting their electricity shut off because they were already behind in their electric bill, behind in their water bill. She's called me a couple of times. Can I borrow 100? Like, no, you can't. Our electricity is about to get shut off. So like, call your dad. So she called him, and of course he chewed her out. But I guess from what I guess they never got their electricity shut off. So somebody must have paid it. All right, catch you later, Ken. But yeah, it's 2:30, guys. Yeah, I gotta cut this one short because I gotta get going. I gotta get to the credit union and then get downtown and then get home before the school buses start rolling out. So with that, guys, Thank you, Ken, BH Ringer, Ski Man. Jeff Ryman. Charlie Purdy. Thank William. Thank all you guys for being here today. It is Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, I'll have a live stream unless something suddenly comes up, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So I will have a live stream tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And I've got a new neighbor. All right, guys. You all have a good one. Catch you all later. Bye for now.